I'm just gonna stop talking.
Me too.
I am not a human.
Let me get my
No, I'm just a shaman.
Okay, this is just population genetics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yay! Okay, I might know things, but I also might not know things.
What's really easy?
Okay.
I actually remembered this from like Bio 181.
Yeah, or like Bio 208. That's like when we had to do our Hardy Weinberg.
Yeah.
I
I
tried
don't
pulling up
have the questions
but
pulled up yet. So if anybody does, you can get us started.
Oh wait. Oh, I do. I have them. I'll just like read the first one, and we can just go through these, even though I haven't done them. Okay, so a population of plants has 396 red-flowered individuals and 557 white individuals. Let's assume that the red phenotype is produced by a recessive allele, while the white phenotype is produced by a dominant allele. Please calculate the following. So the allele frequencies for big R and little r.
So that's just taking the red alleles and dividing it by the total, right?
Yeah.
That's
what I
And
did.
then you get 0.43. And then you minus that from 1 to get the other allele,
Wait, what'd you get?
0.57. 0.43?
Wait.
All right.
Which
Did I get it
one?
wrong? For the red.
For the red, I got 0.4155.
Oh.
Are we talking about part A?
Yeah. Could you tell me how you did that? Maybe I got it wrong.
I took 396 divided by the total, which was
What was your total?
953.
Oh.
I got 0.4155.
All y'all calculators is broken.
Oh no, she's right. I calculated my total wrong. I said that my total was 926, but it's 953. That changes everything in this whole entire problem.
But then the frequency of individual, the dominant R is like 0.35, right? Because you square it or something.
For the dominant R,
Yeah.
Like for part B, a big R, big R.
it's 0.58. Did anybody else get 0.58?
I got 0.58 for part A. Yeah.
For part A, yes. For
Okay.
white.
Hold on a second.
You guys, I can't download the key.
Key.
Yeah, I can't either, actually. I've tried
I'm
quite a
working
few
on
times.
it. I downloaded the key before,
Me
and
too.
I got it right. I thought. Could be wrong.
If you get it, can you send me a link to it, or like or a copy of it in an email or something, or like just on Hangout messages? Like there's got to be like an attachment.
Yeah.
Because I can't get it to download it all. It like won't even click.
Let me find. Where is the key usually at?
Under the group lesson quiz thing, group problems key under teach one another.
Group work
Yeah, it was
submit.
really weird. I don't know why it wasn't opening.
Yeah, it like won't download it all for me. I can't get it.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a way.
Let me see if it's saved in that word. Like in the recently whatever.
Okay.
Instructor notes.
Yeah, the instructor notes this week are super short too.
Is this lesson 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer, I took a shower and I washed my hair. I was so gross today in lab. I was so gross. I was like, I'm not going to wash my hair for like 3 days until after lab because it's just going to smell like fish.
Yeah,
What
probably
fish?
should
What'd you
wait
do?
until after lab.
We have ichthyology lab. We have to like fish.
That's a fun word. I can't say it, but it's a
Ichthyology.
fun word.
The theology
Theology.
lab?
Yeah,
Hmm.
just fish class.
Yeah, it's fun
class.
tearing apart fishes. So you get
Mhm.
sprayed on.
Real smelly.
You're really smelly.
There's lots of bits that get everywhere. Just fish bits.
Yeah.
Really nasty. And I have to dissect a dog tomorrow, so I'm like,
Oh, dang.
Oh, you're in AP too?
what?
You're in AP?
Yeah, that the AS215 or whatever that
Yeah.
class is. Yeah.
Yeah, AP.
Yeah.
Anatomy and physiology.
Yeah.
I've already done
Wait.
that.
Wait, so while we try to get that in order, should we just keep moving on with the teach one another?
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's not letting me
Okay.
find it in my Word.
It's what?
It's not letting me pull it up either, and I can't find it in my Word document. But I'm pretty sure because when I took the quiz, I checked to see what the answers were, and and it's totally different than okay, so for the RR frequency, for the red recessive frequency, I did get 0.42. But that's for 2 lowercase r's.
Oh, that's what I got for 1. Did I do it wrong?
Because
Wait, what did everyone else get?
For B?
Okay, for number 1A,
Oh, for 1A?
uppercase R,
For
and
1A, we're
lowercase r.
talking about, yeah. So for 1A, I thought big R, just plain R, which is supposed to be representative of just P, was supposed to be 0.58.
Okay,
And then
that's
for
what
little
I got.
r, which is the representative, and then for the little r, which is the representative of Q, that's that's 0.4155, or 0.42.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and for 1B, that's when you start doing the calculations, and that's when you start doing P squared and Q squared, and then that's when different numbers show up. So are we okay with 1A first off?
So read what is the question of 1A?
The question for 1A is the allele frequencies for R and little r, and that is
Separately.
usually just
Yeah.
One capitalized R and 1 lowercase r.
Yeah.
yeah.
So we know that 396 is red, which is
Mhm.
RR. Lowercase r, lowercase r.
No,
No,
that's
just
just
one
the
R.
allele.
It's just R.
Yeah.
I wish we had the key, because I thought I had this right, because I counted it right. Did you guys look at the key?
I can't bring
I
it
didn't
up.
open
I
it.
couldn't.
Did you look at
Something
it?
about I needed something on my computer or whatever. It said
I
I
thought-
needed something on my laptop to open it.
But did you look at it before today?
No, I haven't been able to open it at all.
Because I'm pretty sure I got these right. I only had
Oh,
a
really?
problem with number 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because the way that I understand it is red, there's 396 red. Let me pull up the problem sheet and I'll read the instructions. Unless you pull those up without a problem. So it says the allele frequencies for R and R. A population of plants has 396 red flower individuals and 557 white flower individuals. Let's assume that the red phenotype is produced by a recessive allele R, while for the white phenotype, the dominant allele is capital R. Please calculate the following. So the way that I understood it is the only way that you can have red is by having 2 recessive R alleles.
Mm-hmm.
So 396 individuals are R recessive. So that's 2 R's. So that's Q squared.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I got Q squared as 0.42. So for the frequency, then I squared that, distributed that, and I got 0.65 for lowercase r. And then on the same page, So there's 557 white. So those can either be capital R, heterozygous RR, or a dominant RR. And so I got those as 0.58. I wish I did better. And we know that P plus Q is 0.65, and we know Q squared because we know that the red is only R recessive.
Mm-hmm.
So we know Q squared is 0.42. So we know that Q is equal to 0.65 because you just square root that. And then you find P by saying P plus Q is 1.
Yeah.
Not for P. So I got 0.65 for the dominant R.
Okay. I understand how you got your answer then. So you basically found the 1R allele by dividing 396 by 953, and you got 0.42, and then you took the square root of that, right? To get the 1R allele? Okay.
Willingly give up the women we're pursuing so that you can have them, huh?
Plus 1, so you can find
So then why did you square it though?
because
Because I thought it was just the very first. You don't technically square it until you have made your opponent square.
well, we know that I square rooted it.
Yeah.
So we know that red, all the 396 red individuals are R recessive because that's the only way that they can be red. So I found the probability to be 0.42, so that's RR, so that's Q squared. So then to find just what the Q would be, I square rooted 0.42.
Yeah. I can see where you got your answer.
Yeah, same. I can see where it is.
I'm just wondering if I did it in a weird way, I guess.
Well, when I started it off, I kind of just assumed that the red flower, when it said red flower, I just assumed that that meant the little R allele, but it makes more sense that in order to get a red flower, you have to have 2 recessive alleles.
Yeah.
And that's where the 0.42 comes from. So like the red flower, 396 red flowers represents any flower in the population that is Q squared or RR.
And for the white, it would be 0.58.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then you could also use that to find which ones are heterozygous.
See, I got those numbers and I didn't square root them or square them or anything.
Oh.
I didn't do like any squaring until I did a Punnett square on part B.
If you understand how you got it and why it's that, I don't think it's a problem.
Was anybody able to get the key up?
Mm-mm.
No.
Here, I'll email Sister Maya, whatever her name is now.
Yeah.
Whatever it is now.
I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's awkward.
Mayo.
She changes it every day, so I mean.
Last time I heard it's mayo. Like the
It's
condiment mayonnaise.
Yay,
Mayo.
condiments!
Change it. So B.
Okay.
So we know that P is 0.35, Q is 0.65. Where the P where the Q, and multiply them together.
you really think the hot link's gonna make any difference, hot links will burn your bubble up.
Oh, is everybody muted? I can't hear
I don't
you.
know. I'm just wondering where all that man talking was coming from.
Oh, okay.
The man talking.
I'm sorry, that's my end.
Gosh,
Yeah.
you have 1,000 men in your room right now, huh? Like,
No, cause I'm at my fiance's apartment, and so, yeah.
come on, Shannon, you can be real with us. No, just kidding. All the man talking.
I'm so sorry.
So does that mean that you got a P of 0.35 and a P squared of 0.122?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then Q squared is 0.42. And 0.46.
Yeah, I really wish we have the key because
Mm-hmm.
I must have did something weird, or I don't know what I did now. It makes
Wait,
sense.
what?
Kind of makes sense to me, but I don't know.
So what did you do? Because you mentioned doing a Punnett square. I didn't use a Punnett square to find B. Would you?
Right?
Well, the Punnett square is already represented in
Yeah.
the Hardy-Weinberg equation.
That's basically what I used was the Punnett square. I did a heterozygous Punnett square for each, and then I times the like if it was a double dominant R, then it'd be crap. Wait a minute, I need to change that. I just realized something. Darn it. But anyways, when it's like heterozygous, it'd be like 0.4 times 0.6 from what I basically got from up here on A, and then that gave me for heterozygous 0.48, and then I did the same with like a recessive homozygous 0.4 times 0.4 or 0.4 squared, and I got 0.16 for the frequencies. Again, I probably did something weird. I really wish that we had the key.
Shannon, you said that you emailed Sister Mayo.
Yeah, I just emailed her. So, but other than that, yeah, I'm really tempted to say let's like think that I'm really sad about that right now.
What?
Oh, what did you say?
Shannon, what?
What?
What did you say? What were you talking about?
Okay, I said I emailed her and let's see how fast she gets back to us. And then the second thing is that I really wish that we could reschedule and like try to like do this again, but knowing all of our schedules that won't work, and so I'm kind of sad by that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we should just like talk through how we did.
How we got the answers that we got.
Okay, we'll just talk it out then.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so we basically have gone through A and B. Let's move on to C.
Okay.
So C. Oh, okay, you go ahead, Shannon.
Oh, my bad. C is the expected number of heterozygous individuals in this population. So, am I assuming that this one's like by the total and then times that by the frequency?
That's
Yeah,
what
so
I
like
did.
2pq times
Okay.
953.
953.
Yeah.
That's the total.
I got 430.
400 and what?
38.
Okay. And my numbers are different because of my frequencies.
Yeah.
But
So did you get?
if
What did you get?
I got
What did you get?
453.
I got 457.
I got 466.97.
Oh, look at
Wait
us.
a minute. Oh wait, no, because I haven't changed this. Wait, 2PQ would be 2. I got 433.6. Did anybody else get that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, for
433.6.
8.2. So we're all over the place, guys.
Okay.
fun.
Well, moving on to D.
So this is frequency of red and white phenotypes, right?
Okay. And that's pretty much the same thing. It's the Q squared times the population total of 953. And then P squared times 953 as well.
Yeah,
I thought that was just.
so red is like,
I thought the expected frequency was just like P and R. I mean, not P and R. My bad. I thought that was just like where am I going with this tangent? Oh yeah, like the what you get at the end of the Q squared and then the P squared. But like it would be, but then for the red phenotype it would be like P squared plus 2PQ because the 2PQ is the heterozygous, but it's still the dominant, and so I thought that's what it was.
yeah. So I got, for red I got 0.58, and for white I got 0.58. For red I got 0.42.
Yeah. Could you repeat the formula?
For the whatever the dominant was, because right now my brain cannot concentrate. It was P squared plus 2PQ, and then the other one is just Q squared.
And then the other one is just Q squared?
Because it's just focusing on the recessive, which is the one of the other colors, which I right now cannot focus on which one.
Oh, because the P squared and the 2P squared, 2PQ will come out with the same phenotype?
Yeah, because it's heterozygous, so it has the dominant, so it's still going to be red.
Okay, I get it now. I got it. Okay. Do we want to move on to number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, I'll read it. Consider cystic fibrosis a recessive human genetic disease. In Caucasians, the frequency of an affected individual in the population in 1 in 2000, I don't know, I think that, 1 in 2,500. Suppose cystic fibrosis is caused by a mutant allele C, lowercase c, the dominant wild type allele, uppercase C. What's the frequency of the C allele, recessive C allele, in the population? This is kind of like the last one we just did.
All these problems are like the last one we just did.
Yeah. We're all gonna be kind of.
Yay!
Oh man.
So, the only one that I didn't get was 3.
Sorry.
The rest, I think I have all the answers for.
What is homodominant fashion? Okay. Does somebody just want to go over how they did part A?
It's like the last one. So like we know that the frequency of the Q square allele is 0.0004. Square that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you square root that. I'm sorry. You square root that and get 0.02, and then you subtract that from 1 to get 0.98 as the frequency. So A, I got 0.02.
Okay.
B, I got 0.98.
I did too.
Subtract that from 1. Wait.
Wait, 0.004?
Yeah.
1 minus
Where is that?
0.04.
Yeah, for number 2, I did it like what you just described. So
Okay. And then the
So you subtract 0.02 from 1 to find P.
0.02 from 1. Yep.
0.98.
Because you took the square root of 0.04. Yeah. Okay. I got it. I understand how you got there.
And then for C, you go 2 times the P we found times 2.
Okay.
So 0.98 times 0.02 times 2. And I got 0.039.
me too.
Awesome.
Okay. Alright, and then D. What was question D? In a population of 1,000, how many individuals are expected to be heterozygous carriers? Did you just take the 2PQ and times it by 10,000? Or 1,000?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
times it by 10,000. I'm realizing I did that wrong.
So that's 39, right?
Dang it.
Yeah, I got 39. Unless you say there is a 0.2 of a person. That would be nice. There'll be less stupidity.
Alright.
I think it's way too late in the night for this.
I'm so sorry.
How's it going?
For who?
Jennifer?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I already know that I totally botched this whole thing, so yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get the same answers, but I am recognizing where Lindsay got her answers from, and I kind of understand how she got there.
Yeah, for number 1, I'm on a different page, but I understand it. And number 2, I did it this way. I don't know why I did it 2 different ways, but yeah, magic and spellcasting.
3, I didn't get right. 3, I got wrong. I don't know what the right answer is because I didn't write it down, but I didn't get it right.
Okay, for 3, did I do 3?
You guys, I get to graduate next
2.
semester.
What happened? Yay!
So ready.
I celebrated for you.
Oh, yay. Sorry, that was like random. I'm just like reading my emails right now because I really want the key to be downloaded, but I can't get it. So I was like, maybe there's an email about it. No, there's not, but there's a whole bunch of emails about how I got a bunch of classes waived and substituted. Now I get to graduate not on time.
Everything will be okay.
Okay. Is anybody confident about number
what's
3?
up with number 3?
I don't know what I did wrong because it's like the other ones.
Yeah, I thought it was like number 2, so what happened?
I don't know.
I kind of thought.
So P squared is 0.00004, right?
Mm-hmm.
P squared.
There's 4 zeros and a 4.
So then P, the square root of that, it should be 0.00632.
Wait, where'd you get that?
If you square root 0.00004, is that the answer?
Yeah.
Is it?
6.32 times 10 to the negative 3.
And then subtract that from 1 to get you, I think, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I did this wrong. My bad.
For the square root, did you get 0.0063?
So don't like. Huh?
What did you get for your square rooted answer?
I got 0.00632.
Okay, that's the same.
Okay.
And then what do you do with that? Oh, yeah. What does that represent?
That represents just one A,
Oh.
dominant A.
Okay.
But then what I did is I subtracted that 0.00632
from
from
1.
1 to find Q.
Okay. And the question's asking for normal allele in the population. We'll
Yeah.
see.
So I thought that was because we have the dominant allele that is affected, and then we have the heterozygous alleles that are carriers, and then we have the recessive. I assumed that was normal.
Oh. So you squared the answer. So you get 0.98.
Yeah, I got 0.994. But I don't know if that's right because I put an X on 3, like I got it wrong. So.
Well,
I mean, did you
here's the
square?
thing about this one.
Did I square the 0.994? Find Q squared?
Yeah.
No, that could be it.
Because it's asking, what's it asking for? Oh no, it's only asking for an allele.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But that's what I got for Q. It's not right, but that's how I did it. Does anybody have any ideas?
Wait, so what is supposed to be the answer for these?
I don't know. I didn't write it down. I just put an X on 3.
Do you remember what part was wrong? Like when you put the X?
But it was like 2 days ago.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I should have written it down.
I just didn't expect the key to not work. Anyhow. Yeah, when I was doing number 3, I totally forgot the square root, even though I totally did that in the second one. So I don't know why I was a derp and didn't do it in this one. But I figured while we were also doing this that because as you square root it, the number is like either like 0.9999 something or like 0.000 something. Or no, 0.01 something something something. I figured it was just so small that like it wouldn't matter too much in the long run. But maybe it, I don't know. Apparently it does. And now I'm sad.
Wouldn't the formula though, if you wanted to find a dominant, I don't know, allele, I guess, wouldn't we have to consider the 2pq as well?
Maybe. But we know that the thing is, or the reason why I didn't, is because we know that P is always the probability of getting the dominant allele, just one. We know that, so we can always find, I don't know, like, because that's the way, whenever I started these problems, I was like, well, this is going to be, like, really hard, because how am I supposed to find, like, the dominant and the recessive? But if we know P squared, we can find P. If we can find P, we can find Q. And if we have P and Q, then we can find the formula for the recessive. I mean, for the heterozygous. So it's like, if we follow that, P is always the dominant allele, and Q is always the recessive, and 2pq is always the heterozygous. And if we're looking for each of those, like if we're looking for both, looking for like the probability of the dominant allele, then we have to add the like P squared plus 2pq. Like we just know that. But
yeah, that makes sense.
Because I was wondering the same thing. I was like, how is this? Like I didn't understand how P covered everything, I guess. But it doesn't.
Yeah, we'll probably just have to go over all these again on our own, because that's the only way we were going to be able to remember it anyways for the exam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exam is next lesson, right? So next week?
Yeah.
Okay, I will be prepared this time.
Yeah.
For real, I gotta pass it.
Oh, man.
But, so I got Q is point, this is all wrong, so I don't know why I'm saying it. Like, that's
We could just-
basically, I got it the same way that I got the last ones.
Yeah.
I did wrong.
Maybe we should just move on to 4, because all of these questions are pretty much the same way the last questions were asked in 1 and 2.
Okay, let's just move on then.
Okay. Does anybody want to read that?
Sure. We learned previously that the gene that affects human blood type exists in 3 alleles. In the Japanese population, the allele frequencies are as follows. A is 0.68, B is 0.17, and I, or O blood really, is 0.55. The first part A is asking to calculate the following genotype frequencies when it is AA, AB, II, and BI.
It's pretty much at like 0.28 squared, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
0.7 squared, 0.55 squared, and then what's B? 0.17 times 0.55 for the
Yeah.
BI.
But
Okay.
you have to remember that because it's BI, the equation would be 2QR. So it'll be 2 times 0.1
Oh,
times
yeah.
0.5.
Tricky.
On the PowerPoint, if you look on slide 8, it has the whole entire equation, and it actually has the whole allele with it. And so I just kind of cheated my way.
I see
using
it. Oh, I see it. Okay.
So yeah, if you look at that, then you can correlate that if you want the AA, then it'll be P squared, like normal. So you were right on the 0.28 time squared. But then if you want AB, then that's 2PQ. So it'll be 2 times the A times the B. And then I is normal, except because we have a third allele, that would be represented as R.
Yeah.
And then the last one is 2QR. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at that slide right now. Okay then. All right.
Cool. Any other questions?
No. What's the part B?
Part B is, suppose it contains like 10,000 people. How many of the individuals have BI? And so for this one, I just did 10,000 times
the frequency.
Yeah. So.
What was your answer?
My answer was 1870.
That's what I got.
Nice. That's what I got.
Yay! We agreed.
It's because this is not like the first 3 questions.
And that was on the, I didn't mark that as wrong.
Yeah.
I think it's right. I think we're,
Okay.
I wish I wrote down everything.
I did, but my handwriting's illegible. So-
Well, I wish I wrote down like the answers on.
Oh, from the key?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Okay, so for C, this one is just asking for phenotype frequencies. So it's kind of like the first question where I asked like how many were red and how many were white. This time we're just doing how many were A blood type and how many were B and O. And so AB in O is rather easy because that one for O, because there's only one way you can get O blood type, and it's just R squared or II. And so yeah, that one should be the same as that one.
Same as the genotypic.
Mm-hmm. And then AB should be the 2PQ answer.
Mm-hmm.
And then for what I did for the A blood type is that because you have a possibility of getting AA as well as AI, I did the AI possibility plus the AA. That's what I did.
Oh, okay. So you took the genotypic frequency from AA, found the genotypic frequency for AI, and then you added those together?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Should we go to D?
Mm-hmm. And this one is just 10,000, and then how many have O blood type? So.
You take what you got from C and times it by 10,000.
Yep.
Yeah, like 3,030.
Oh, I got 3,025. Did I do that wrong? Hold on.
I got 5,500.
I got 0.303.
Let's see.
Oh, I have 3025. So you rounded it. Okay. No big deal.
Yeah.
Oops. I
3029.
think I got that wrong.
Sweet. Number 5.
Okay.
Do you want me to read that?
Sure.
So it says, consider a human blood type called the MN blood type. The MN blood type is determined by 2 codominant alleles, M and N. An Eskimo population in land has 200 people. 168 have the MM, 30 have the MN, and 2 have the NN genotype. A is determine the allele frequencies for M and N.
Okay, this is going back to the first 3.
Yeah.
I got confused on B and C. What are they talking about chi-square?
The chi-squared
The
is
chi-square.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's chi,
that
my
thing.
bad.
over expected plus. I always get that wrong. It confuses me. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I've been
always have to
asking
look
about.
back at the equation or even that video.
It's like the sum of all your populations or whatever,
Mhm.
observed minus expected squared over expected plus the next set of observed and expected.
What is that in the previous lesson?
Yeah. And then you
Yeah.
have to go on a chart and view the p value, but I
Okay.
never really.
Yeah, this is the one that came in the last exam, yeah?
Yeah.
It was the evil one.
Yeah.
One of the many evil ones.
But I did write down for, like, I guessed for this, and then whenever I did the key, I got it right. Like, I didn't get the chi-squared value right.
Yeah.
Wrong. So it's not 9.8 times 10 to the negative 6, if you guys get that. It's not.
Oh.
But we do fail to reject the null. I don't know why. I guessed, and I got that right. But we do fail to reject.
Okay.
Yeah. I always
So
get
if you
some
wanna write
sort of
that
extreme number.
Huh?
For the chi-square test, I always get some sort of extreme number to it, so I can't figure out why I keep doing that.
I don't know what I'm doing either. Chi-squared is, I need to, like, Khan Academy that stuff. Or something.
Maybe we can email her and be like, hey, that's something we can review as like a little email. Can you do like a chi-square
Yeah.
test video?
That would be good. That would be so
Yeah.
good. That
That'd be
video
so
helps me
helpful.
so much.
Okay, let's ask that then.
Okay.
Cool. Then, since we've all agreed that we don't know how to do the chi-square, we're done. Yay!
Okay. Hopefully we'll get it down before the next exam.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I know.
That is a genetics lesson on YouTube.
It is.
Okay. Thanks, girls.
Sorry, I'm not helpful at all tonight. I'm gonna go do my actual homework.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry that
Agreed.
you heard guy voices.
That's okay.
Have a good night.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye.